Hello everyone, I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here is a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Writers are on strike. Actors are on strike. But Hollywood is still hoping this could be a big weekend at the box office. Industry observers forecast Barbie could be the first film to debut with $100 million or more since Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in early June. The movie Oppenheimer tackles one of the biggest stories of all time, the creation of the atomic bomb. Industry observers say the 3-hour R-rated movie could haul in about $50 million in its opening weekend. Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 is expected to bring in $25 million or more. Meaning, this could be the biggest box office weekend in a long time. By the way, if you see an interview with the stars of any of these movies, it's because it was recorded before the strike began on July 14th. Now that union members are striking, they are not doing any press interviews about their work. It's been nearly 30 years since the death of rapper Tupac Shakur. He was shot multiple times in 1996 when leaving a boxing match at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. He was in a car with former Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight at the time. Authorities say back then they believed Shakur was the intended target of the shooting, but the case was never solved. The case was never closed either. The investigation into Tupac's death is still active. And earlier this week, Las Vegas police served a search warrant in the case at a location in Henderson, Nevada. It's not known exactly where the search took place because authorities are being hush-mouthed about the investigation. If you are sick and tired of getting spam calls, help may be on the way. The Federal Trade Commission announced a new effort called Operation Stop Scam Calls to crack down on illegal telemarketing. The initiative goes after people who produce and provide telephone numbers to robocallers. Authorities say these so-called lead generators have sold more than 700 million phone numbers, often lying about the owners having consented to receive telemarketing calls. The effort also targets companies that provide voice over internet protocol services. That's the internet-based voice service that allows calls to be placed from overseas at little or no cost. In all, the initiative involves more than 180 actions that are being supported by attorneys generals in all 50 states. Multiple sources confirm the video for country music singer Jason Aldean's song, Try That in a Small Town, has been yanked off the air. The song was released in May, but when the video was released last week, there was massive backlash. Critics say the lyrics to the song evoke vigilantism, racism, and sundown towns. Sundown towns is a term used to describe white segregation, in which people of color and others knew they would face violence if they were caught in the town before the sun went down. And in the video, viewers noticed some scenes that were shot in front of what appears to be the Maury County Courthouse in Tennessee. That courthouse has been the site of several incidents of racial violence dating back to 1927. Aldean defended the song, saying, "Try that in a small town" refers to the feeling a community that he had growing up, where people took care of their neighbors, regardless of differences of background or beliefs. A regional restaurant chain's fight to keep the Taco Tuesday trademark has ended. Taco John's announced that it's ending its fight because it doesn't want to pay the legal fees that come with facing off against Taco Bell. In May, Taco Bell filed a petition with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to cancel the trademark owned by Taco John's for 34 years. Taco Bell claimed the commonly used phrase Taco Tuesday should be freely available to all who make, sell, eat, and celebrate tacos. As a result of the trademark fight ending, Taco John's CEO says the chain is donating $40,000 to the Children of Restaurant Employees, a nonprofit organization that helps restaurant workers with children by providing financial relief when facing a life-altering health crisis, injury, death, or natural disaster. Doctors say while operating on the brain of a New Jersey woman named Christina Vide, she sang the whole time. And they planned it that way. Surgeons were removing a tumor from Vide's brain, but they had to make sure they weren't cutting too deep. They needed Vide to be awake and talking so they could tell in real time any effect the surgery was having on her brain. So they asked her to sing. One of her passions is singing, and she loves karaoke. Doctors say they would know if they were cutting too deep if she started making vocal errors or if her rhythm, cadence, or pitch changed. So, what did she sing? She sang the soundtrack from her favorite Disney movie, Moana. What word do you use for hot dog? Frankfurter? Wiener? Red hot? Whatever you call it, today, the third Wednesday in July, is National Hot Dog Day. It's a time to celebrate one of America's best loved snacks. National Hot Dog Day was created by the National Hot and Sausage Council back in 1991. There's still debate on whether you can call it a sandwich or whether ketchup belongs as a topping. However you enjoy it, be sure to share your favorite version on social media with the hashtag National Hot Dog Day. Now, there are some people who don't eat hot dogs, and that's fine. But if you do eat hot dogs, what are the perfect toppings for you? Me personally, I don't eat hot dogs. One, because it's not real. I'm more of a bratwurst fan. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.